guys, Nate Richards here from richardsguitarstudio.com and ultimateguitartraining.com. I just wanted to go over a little bit of technique about power chords. Obviously rock guitar players are going to play power chords constantly, so one of the things you want to be able to do is, number one, keep the guitar quiet, and number two, not overstrum. So we're going to go over those two topics right now. When you're playing a power chord on the low E string, such as G on the 3rd fret, playing that power chord, your index finger has to lay flat across the guitar and dampen all of the strings except for the low E string. So your first finger should be straight across, not directly on the tip like that. A lot of guitar teachers will tell you to play on the tips, and that's correct. However, your first finger needs to also play the role as dampener of the other strings. So you should be able to play the low E string, and then the next string should be all dead like this. That. So if you were to strum all 6 strings, you only hear that one note. Alright, and then your 3rd finger does play on the tip. Alright, so that's point number 1. Practice doing that. See if you can line up your finger just right to dampen all the strings, but have enough pressure on the tip of the finger, actually on the pad of the finger, close to the tip, to be able to depress the 6th string. The next thing is when you're playing power chords on the A string, like a C on the 3rd fret, your index finger has to do the same thing where you play the A string, and all the rest are dampened, like that. But also the tip of the finger has to touch the side of the low E string to kill that one. Alright, so you're playing this one, and you're also keeping the low E string quiet. If you don't do that, as you play, the E string is going to start to vibrate every which way like this. All that noise, you're going to get all kinds of noise you don't want. Alright, so as you're sliding that around, you want to make sure that tip always touches that E string to keep it nice and quiet. So that's the technique on the left hand with dampening the strings. The next technique you want to do is with your pick, you want to do a rest stroke. And what that is instead of a strum of all the strings, you want it to only play the 2 strings that your fingers are positioned on and then land onto the next string. So for example, if I'm back on that G chord on the low E string, I play those 2 notes, my pick is going to land on the D string. Like that, and my pick gets stuck right on that D string. Alright, same thing if you're on the C chord again. I'm going to play the A and the D, and my pick is going to get stuck on the G. What that does is it prevents you from hitting too many strings accidentally, and it also brings out the sound equally in both strings. That way you're not picking outwards and only hitting a lot of the low end of the chord. You're really hitting both notes, and you have a really good balance on the chord. Alright, so one last thing about moving the chords is when you're moving across the neck, you always want to drag the chord with you. You never want to lift everything up and then put it back down. So if I'm going G, A, B, which is 3rd, 5th, 7th fret, I'm not going to play like that. I'm going to drag the chord and slide it. I'll exaggerate this time. But sped up. Alright, so you want to do that whenever you're moving chords across the guitar. Alright, so dampening with the index finger, rest strokes with the pick, and sliding the chords instead of repositioning when you have to move across the neck. Alright, good luck.